It's Tammy with Shrinking Violet DS, and it is Monday, December 23rd. And it has been a really long time since I've come to you guys, but I didn't want to let the year go by, the end of the year go by, without coming in and saying hi. All's well. It's just been crazy busy around here since really the week before Thanksgiving. So yeah, I just haven't had time to do any updates. I'm really sorry, but I do appreciate all of you who are reaching out to me and on Instagram and via YouTube and all of that. It's really nice, and I love getting your messages, and I will be better about replying as soon as all the festivities are over. I'm going to give you my spiel. I had traditional duodenal switch surgery on March 9 of 2017 at Mexicali Bariatric Clinic in Mexicali, Mexico. I started my pre-op diet on February 19th of 2017 at 260 pounds. I had my surgery at 248 pounds. And today I weigh 126.4 pounds. So still maintaining. My maintenance weight is between 123 and 127. And I just stay right there. I'll go through, periods where I don't weigh for months, weeks. I only know what I weigh today because I knew I was going to do this video, so I wait for you guys, and I was a little scared because, holidays, it's pretty bad for my eating habits, but just maintaining like crazy, which is fabulous. I'm thrilled with my surgery and the results, and I really put a lot of that down to that low carb diet during my loss and really having it kind of flip the way my body uses food. And I still, as always, 99 times out of 100 will choose the lower carb option. And I'm not saying low carb, but lower carb. I made chili cheese dogs the other day, and early on in my weight loss phase, I would have I wouldn't have eaten them because there's beans in the chili. And I know Texans are dying right now hearing about beans in chili, but sorry. In my chili, there's beans. So I would not have had that because of the carbs in that. And then there's tomatoes in it, and I wouldn't have eaten those. But when I was early in maintenance, I would have had just the hot dog and the chili and the cheese and the onions and the mustard and no bun. But now I have the bun, but I hollow out the center, so it's not as bready as it would be. So I still do things like that. I still use those tricks. If I buy a wrap in the store, I still unwrap it, squish everything down to one end, re-wrap it small like a cigar, and then tear off the rest of the tortilla and throw it away. So still doing all those things, just not as strict, as I used to be. I eat a lot of, at the holidays, I don't deny myself anything. At Thanksgiving, I eat yams and I eat stuffing and I eat a roll and all of that stuff. I made lasagna the other day, and I made it with noodles instead of making it with squash. But I also didn't do a ton of noodles. I did, really thick layers of meat sauce and bechamel, and I put cheese in mine. Now, so far I've offended the Italians and the Texans. The Texans with the chili and the Italians with the lasagna, with the cheese in my lasagna. But yeah, big layers of bolognese meat sauce, bechamel, and cheese. And so I only have 2 layers of noodles, not a bunch of layers of noodles. So, just little tricks like that. But I ate it, and it was good. Trying to think. For Thanksgiving, we celebrated a day early because my husband always has to fly out on Thanksgiving morning for work. And so we celebrated Wednesday night, and then Thursday and Friday ate leftovers and decorated the house. It takes 2 days. I should video the house for you guys so that you can see. We do a lot of decorations. It's pretty. But yeah, it takes 2 days to unpack everything, get it up, and all that kind of thing. I don't do a lot of little fiddly things. I have a lot of big things that, like life-size nutcrackers that flank the door and one that sits in a niche in the house and, bigger stuff like that. So it's not quite so time consuming doing all the little tiny stuff, but it's still time consuming. So we did that. And so that was Wednesday we did Thanksgiving. My mother hosted. Thursday, Friday we decorated. Saturday I hosted, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, I hosted 12 people for our annual gingerbread house decorating party that we always do, and lunch. So that was fun. And then a week from that Saturday, we hosted 71 people for a Christmas party, all of our friends and employees and colleagues and that kind of thing. So yeah, 71 people. We do an open house, a 4-hour open house where they can come and go, and we heat the pool, and the kids were able to swim, but it was pouring rain, so I think only like 5 kids swam. More wanted to, but their parents had not brought their suits, thinking that they wouldn't want to, but they're kids. It's water. It was warm. The water was warm. The air was not warm. So yeah, 71 people, and I did all the cooking for that. So that was my entire week between the gingerbread house, decorating party, and the next Saturday. My whole week was cooking. I did 2 prime beef tenderloins, whole tenderloins. I did 3 whole salmons, 1 whole pork loin cut in half. Did it 2 ways. Smoked one on the Traeger. Smoked one of the tenderloins on the Traeger. Just a ton of food. But it was fun. Everybody had a ball. And then I was exhausted because it had been a week and a half of nonstop. That was Saturday. Sunday, I did not get out of my pajamas. I said my whole goal was not to leave the couch unless I was getting food, water, or going to the bathroom. And that was it. I wanted my couch, my remote, and my cats, and a book. And that's what I did. So that was fabulous. So that was, the 8th. And ever since then, it's just been getting ready for Christmas. Normally we go away for Christmas. This year we decided to stay in because we were all booked to go away, but I just said, I'm exhausted from the big party and all of that. I like to have 2 weeks between Thanksgiving and the party, and we only had 1, and it was just not enough. It was really tiring. So, we canceled going away, and instead we are having just immediate family over, and we're doing a fondue. I call it an island fondue party. Has nothing to do with like warm islands. Has everything to do with my kitchen island, because I'm not even setting up the dining room table or anything. There's 7 of us. We're all going to hang out right around the kitchen island. I've got 3 courses of fondue. I've got 2 cheese, 2 broth, and 2 chocolate. And so, we'll be doing that all afternoon and evening. We'll start with the cheese, and then we'll, open presents, and then we'll go to the broth, and, in the broth you cook, I've got lobster, shrimp, yellowtail, tuna, pork loin, filet mignon, and something else. Scallops to cook in broth. For the cheese dippers, I've got summer sausage and bread and cooked vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, baby potatoes. I've got cornichons. I think that's it for the cheese. And then for the chocolate, I have fruit. I have strawberries and banana slices. I have pound cake, buttermilk cake, actually. I have brownie bites, and I have marshmallows and shortbread. And so, so that's it. So it should be really fun. I have 2 fondue pots. My mother has a fondue pot, and Brian's mom has a fondue pot. And so we will have plenty of fondue pots, easy to switch in and out. For the cheese and the chocolate, rather than heat it right in the fondue pot, I heat it in a stainless bowl, and I set that over water in the fondue pot. And so then it's nice and easy to switch those out because you don't need to have, you don't need to clean the fondue pots in between. It's easier to clean the bowls, or you just use different bowls. So that will be Christmas Day. We're not doing anything for Christmas Eve, just being relaxed. And yeah, that's all our plans. We've got no New Year's plans whatsoever. It'll just go back to business as usual, finally. Don't have any travel plans until the day after my birthday, the 23rd of January. I go back to Virginia to visit a friend for a week for Chinese New Year. She has 2 Chinese daughters, and so she throws a big Chinese New Year party every year, and I like to help her. It's been one of our traditions for a long time. She's a friend that I've had since college. I met her when I was 17, my freshman year, and so that's fun. And even though we now live across the country from each other, we talk every day via text several times a day, so we really kept in touch. So that's really nice. So that'll be January. February, I don't have any travel plans. March, I'm going down to St. Augustine, Florida for my other friend's birthday, and I'll be there for 5 days. And then the end of March, we're doing a college trip to North Carolina and Virginia, flying into DC for a week for Spence to look at some colleges back there. And then in April, I'll be in the Netherlands for a week. And then in June, I go on safari. So yeah, this year is going to fly by, or next year is going to fly by just like this year did. So, and right now we're in the throes of wrestling season too. So we missed the first tournament because of our big Christmas party. Darn it. So we missed that, but he's doing really well. And so now every Thursday evening for 2 hours and all day Saturday, and this week all day Friday too, we'll be at wrestling tournaments. So that takes up a lot of time too, and that lasts through the end of February. So it's crazy around here, you guys. You understand why you don't get a whole lot of updates from me this time of year. What else? My plastics are great. I need to do some update photos for you all and post them on Instagram. I don't post them on YouTube because my YouTube channel is public and my Instagram channel is private. And I know I said it before, but for those of you who are new, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, please look me up. Same name, Shrinking Violet DS. But if your Instagram profile doesn't reference weight loss surgery, specifically, you can't just reference weight loss or, changing the new you or something like that. It has to specifically reference weight loss surgery, either the surgery you had or the surgery you're gonna have or just weight loss surgery in general. If it does reference it, then I automatically will accept you. If it doesn't reference it, then I automatically deny, unless you send me a note and say, hey, it's me. I've sent you a friend request or a follow request, whatever. It doesn't reference weight loss surgery in my profile, but I am a weight loss surgery person. And the reason I do that is because I keep it really clamped down just to this community. There's a lot of weirdos out there. And so I just really, it's important to me to be able to be really open and honest on there. And I don't want people who are on there just for prurient interest. However, I also understand that not everybody keeps 2 separate accounts. And so sometimes you have your just one account is your whole life account. And you don't want everybody to know about either that you've had weight loss surgery or you're thinking about weight loss surgery. You want to be private about it, which I totally get. I was too at first. I'm still fairly private, but, so I get that. And so I understand why you wouldn't have it in your profile, but just let me know that that's why you're requesting me. And if I've denied you in the past and you didn't know why, that's why probably. So ask me again and send me a note. I'm happy to have you. All are welcome as long as you're weight loss surgery people. So I will be doing plastic surgery photo updates here pretty soon. I may post them before and afters of Brian too for any of the guys out there that are interested in the vertical sleeve gastrectomy and the results for a man, because it's very different, I think. And he's willing to answer questions as well. He just doesn't do YouTube videos or Instagram or anything like that, but I'm happy to pass them along, and he has offered to answer any questions. What else? I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I hope you're all having lovely holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah started. And soon, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I hope you all have a lovely end of your year and a fabulous 2020. Talk to you later. Bye.